two pair here. Good lord. This is messed up. He's just flopped top two pair and has 1% equity. Nice, I digress. Heads up to this flop, a couple of sevens versus ace jack, and bingo bango, our first real clash of strong flopped made hands that we've seen in a little while. Mr. Washburn here in a rough spot, 2% equity to go runner, runner, boat to improve to the best hand. Bets 150 after check two, and Slicer here going to give him the business. Check raise time, 475 now. DJ Washburn here, 325 to call, 5-6, 6-8, 5-8, 6-3, 5-3, and some random like king four of diamonds type hands are your most logical check raise bluffs. So definitely going to be a little bit wary here. You can be up against ace four, ace seven, 7-4, pocket fours, pocket sevens. Those are sort of your opponent's made hands that you are way behind. Queen of spades here on the turn. A lot, maybe not a lot, but some of Slicer's check raises on the flop are not going to improve. All of the ones that had diamonds or clubs have not improved, and so maybe slowing down. When Slicer continues here on this queen of spades, it should be telegraphing that the number of hands in Slicer's range here, in his continuing range, have sort of gotten even narrower. This is down to ace seven, ace four, pocket sevens, pocket fours, and then you have to start reaching out there for the bluffs, right? Trying to figure out what those would be. Maybe you've got your 6-5 suited. Once again, Slicer is playing from the straddle, so could potentially be playing some 6-5 offsuit. I'm not sure that he would for 200 pre. But then it starts to get pretty weird. Is your opponent just going to barrel, barrel, barrel with hands like 5-8 and 5-3? I don't know. In any case, really bad river card here for DJ Washburn. It is a board pairing ace. Slicer has improved to a full house, 3.5K in the middle. And now is the spot for Slicer to go for it. And he hopes that his opponent has an ace. The way that this hand has been played, his opponent seems to have an ace. And now he should be going for max value. If his opponent doesn't have an ace, like he's probably going to fold to a lot of bets anyways. So you want to go big here. Instead, he's going to check. He's going to shut this down and give DJ Washburn a chance to bet for value. What can he actually get value from? He's going to step into it, though. He's going to go small, which is going to be good for him, 1.2K. When Slicer comes in for the inevitable check raise here, it's going to be good for him that he didn't go big. Although going big would actually give him more of a reason to fold. Slicer here is assembling the check raise that we knew was coming, and here it is. And this is why you don't bet hands like this. A lot of people will look at that and be like, you have trip aces. Like, how could you not bet for value? Ugh. Your opponent is either nutted or nothing, and betting is just not going to accomplish very much. Except putting you in the blender for a check raise of 4.2K. And it's easy for me to say that, right? Like, I can see the cards. I can see how this was playing out. Like, I knew it was going to happen. So you can say, yeah, well, Aaron, like, what the hell? You know, in that position, aren't you betting? Telling you, you run into this spot enough times and you sort of start to piece it together. Like, my opponent is super polar. Everything or nothing. About 1.2K. What do they have? You beat when they raise you. Most of the time. Let's see if he can get away from this. Definitely betting. Oh no, he's gonna make the call. Does make the call, and he's gonna be paying it off. And yeah, I mean max value here from Slicer. Now on Raj decides a decision for him if he wants to play this one in position. King Queen suited definitely going to be towards the bottom of the range of the flat continue, but I think absolutely slam dunk. You're going to go ahead and peel one off. You get to play in position. Your opponent is going to have some like ace-5 suited type squeezes. They could have pocket jacks, right? And you're not in a terrible spot. Wow, look at this flop. My goodness. Queen, jack, 5, 2 diamonds here. Raj flops top pair and a diamond flush draw. Boots, though, has him out-kicked. Top pair, top kicker. And Boots should be betting large here. This is his board. He has the lead, and it's draw heavy. He just bets half pot, though, so 800 here. Raj, though, with no reason to do anything other than just call. And as Raj now has a decision.
It could be.
Boots is the effective stack here. We show 5K behind. When Raj calls here, if he calls here, the pot would have gone to 3.2K, but it almost looks like he's raised here. Looks like Raj is ready to go for it. If his opponent has ace, queen, pocket kings, pocket aces, he's just ready to play for all of it because Boots here, after this raise to 2K, I mean, he probably just has his ship. I suspect that Boots is just going to pile it all in here. Raj will make the call, and this will be the largest pot of the night. Boots here does have calling chips. He's got the calling chips put out, and he's going to put them in. This should be with the intention of never folding. So this is sort of like giving his opponent an opportunity to bluff. I guess if a diamond just peels straight off, maybe Boots could finally, or find the check fold, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like you just have to play for all of it. Raj now knows that his hand is very vulnerable, that he is very likely drawing to the best hand. He's going to realize his equity just by checking back. Now comes the trouble with not ripping it all in as Boots. 10 of hearts here on the end. So you're kind of a little bit worried about that maybe, but your opponent isn't going to have that very often. They 3-bet. Yeah, it's just going to check down, and now Boots is going to win the pot, but it's going to be 5.6K instead of 10 plus. Well, it was going to be like almost 13K pot. Bad stream math.
Like, that's awesome.
18. All right. Well, maybe Seth can roll worse than that. Who knows? 2 pair here. Good lord. This is messed up. DJ Washburn is running into some spots here. He's just flopped top 2 pair and has 1% equity because Raj has flopped top set. Bones, of course, is going to just be like, oh, God, I'm getting the hell out of here. And DJ, of course, here is going to, oh, he's just going to call. He's going to check call here. His hand is so strong. And he covers so many bases. This actually may get him bailed out. Turn, ace of diamonds, quick, check, check. And another 5. What are these cards? Washburn is going to fill up on the river. 5's full of 8s, but Raj has 8s full of 5s. And Raj should be going huge now. Yeah, I already saw a fistful of pink chips going in here. 1.2K in the middle. 1.5K, so 1.2x, 1.3x overbet here from Raj and Washburn. DJ Washburn. Oh, man, after what just happened to him, too, I don't know.
Natural, organic.
I mean, this is a spot where you should be raising so frequently, and yet, is there ever a world within which he sort of sees that there's some sort of nasty, nasty things happening to him and could ever just call? I don't think you can. I mean, you lose to aces, ace 5, and pocket 8s. You block the hell out of pocket 8s. So ace 5. Oh my God, he just calls. He just calls and can't believe that he only called there. I can't believe he only called there. He would have just gone so far into the blender had his opponent jammed on him. So I understand, like, given spots like what he just ran into, and then just a couple hands later being like, oh God, if I raise and get re-raised, I'm going to hate my life. So Nitty Call saves him heaps.
Don't go anywhere. Click this video to watch more great TCH Live Poker.